Nigeria is a very interesting country, and the truth is that we have a very large youth population that we have to do something about fast. Because if we don't do that, then it means that there's fire on the mountain. What we meet to discuss the issue of youth development and technology is Tochukwu Onwubolu, the president of the Nigerian Association of Computer Science Students. Welcome to Tech Trends.
Thank you, Mr. Sai.
So tell me, how is it as a computer science student today in Nigerian University?
Well, I would say it's going well and it's not going well. Because the point is that there are a lot of issues in the industry of the education. Let me just use that word, industry of education. The environment is what we as a computer science, probably students, are facing. A situation whereby I'm expected to take like 5 years in school, and at the end of the day, I'm expected to compete with someone who spent maybe 3, 4, 5 years in Harvard University. The environment isn't the same. The issue we're having in Nigeria is that there is no innovation center. Imagine after 5 years, I'm coming out with paper, because it's actually coming out with paper. And the point here is that it's all about book. One of my friends say is la crème, la peau, la forget. That is what, and that is what.
Interesting.
Currently now we are in final year, and I can't remember. I think it's only in my second year that we did a practical course on QBasic.
Wow.
On QBasic.
Second year.
Second year.
And this is your final year. So
yes.
For the last 3 years, you haven't
Like
done
a practical. And in my fourth year, we did a course called hardware. In my final year, currently in first semester, we did a course called finite of automata. We did another course on simulation. All these are practical courses. But we just come to the class, the lecturer will just tell you ABC.
So how do you hope to compete?
Well, if you don't have your background, you are gone. Background, what I mean is that you need to go back, sit by yourself, as in trying to develop skill by yourself. Like,
So then what's the difference between you being a student of economics and a student of computer science student if you have to go and do it yourself outside?
to me, so far as technology is concerned, if it's in the world of accounting, I would say yes, there is a difference. But so far as technology is concerned, I don't think there is a difference, because in Nigeria, so far as technology is concerned, because what we are producing in Nigeria are just bookworm students and not innovative students. I'm serious. I'm a president of, by God's grace, I'm heading the most largest organized student association.
And how many are you? How many are you people now?
Currently, now we are, from our database, we have over 180,000 students.
180,000 students studying computer science in Nigeria.
Not only universities, polytechnic, college of education.
All the private universities.
Both private universities.
Wow. So yes. Why is the level of innovation coming out from computer science students in Nigeria? Why is it low?
Well, I would say going back is the environment. There is no conducive environment in this country. Why I keep talking about the environment is some guys have good things to do. Go down to Computer Village in Keja. Go down to Ogunabali in Port Harcourt. Let me just say these two I know. I go to that place to see what these guys are doing. Some of them are not graduates. Some of them are just SSCE holders. They just finished their work and they just found themselves in the Computer Village and they are doing well. But when you come down to the school, there is no environment for us to work.
Do you guys even have light? Do you have steady power supply?
I think that question should be taken to the NEPA office, because there is no light. And we pay ICT fees. That is the worst.
Yes, my next will be, what about internet?
Internet is even the worst.
So how?
Because if you don't subscribe for your internet for you to use, for instance, my school, Federal University of Technology, where in the school fees we pay 8,000 extra tag ICT fee. But in that ICT fee, we don't have a functional lab. Even in the Department of Computer Science, we don't have. You
mean don't have computers that students can use to practice?
There is no computer for students to practice with.
Okay.
That is the answer. And the point here is that the issue, I don't know whether it's from the curriculum also. I think we have to freak this thing back to where the issue starts.
The curriculum,
The curriculum. Because NUC is, as far as I'm concerned, NUC is not doing good in this country. They're actually killing the profession, computer science as a profession.
You know, because technology is a very fast industry, and you have to be very, very fast. The world has moved on to HTML5. What language are you people learning in school today?
Well, from the NUC curriculum, which my school is actually using in computer science, I think in your year 2, you are doing QBasic.
QBasic?
Yes. Then in year 3, you do some introduction to compiler construction, which you have to do assembly language. Though it's good for those who are into hardware for assembly language, who want to go into microprocessor and the rest of them. But coming down to, at the end of the day, I think we should be talking about this computer science. Shouldn't be a department again. I think that is where we should be coming from. Because there are a lot, when you talk about computer science, yes, it's very broad and big, but we need to specify it. How can I spend 5 years in school, graduate by this year I'm coming out from school? I don't have any area of specialization. I'm coming out with computer science. It's very big. We have, to mention very few, we have web design, we have networks, we have
mobile apps development,
we have mobile development, we have digital marketing, we have social media. We even have graphics. Some people don't know it's a part. And when you come, they will just come to the place and they will boil you down with loads of mathematics and the rest of them. Though it's good when you are doing your simulation and the rest of them. But the point is that if we can create this as a way so that people can have a major. I'm coming out, I don't have a major. I don't have anything I'm specializing. I don't have anything I'm specializing except from the little extra mile I'm going to, which is costing me a lot. When I've already paid the school fees. For instance, let's look into the timetable. From your year 1 to your final year, you are bombarded to take lectures from Monday to Friday, from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Which time do students have to innovate? It's not about book.
So, Tochukwu, tell me, how do you think that youths, since you are a youth leader, how do you think that we can get our youth to leverage technology properly? The way India is doing, the way Ghana is even trying to do now.
Okay, I think one of the things is that the government should try to put up, let me not say only government, but I think government have to be the facilitator at this point. Should try to bring up innovation centers. Because when there is innovation centers, at least if we have 80,000 youths, I bet you that half of the youths will utilize those innovation centers. Like me. If I see any innovation center in the East, it will be very good for me. I have spent my time in the East, I've been in the East. Now I know there are, let me say, there are 3 government-owned or innovation center like the ID Hub, the CC Hub in here.
CC Hub is private.
It's even private.
So Idea Nigeria, Lagos, and Calabar.
We have the one in Calabar, Tinapa, Calabar. Then I know one at the private one, N-Hub at Plateau State. Now, do you know the number of students or the number of tech guys, let me use that word, in the East? And in the East, we have like 5 states. Over how many tertiary institutions in that place? Okay, you want those guys over there to move over to Lagos for innovation center, to come and have innovation, or to move over to Calabar. It sounds somehow. But I keep advocating, let there be at least for a start as at now. We can be taking this thing, within the space of 5 years, we can achieve a lot. That is a journey of a 1,000 miles start with a step. In every geopolitical zone, let us institute one innovation center.
Geopolitical zone or states?
Let us start from that aspect.
Okay.
Probably if we can achieve it within this year, by next year, we will look at, okay, let us start inputting state by state. I know if government want to institute in the whole 36 states, it's possible, they can achieve it. Because I believe that technology is the next avenue, internal generated revenue avenue for the country. Oil is going off, and a lot of people are killing themselves in oil. Imagine where people sell softwares outside for millions of dollars. And imagine where Microsoft can actually employ our tech guys to do their work. Oracle can employ our guys to. It's not only coming here to give us a stipend of what they have. I keep saying it. You come here, you give us a stipend, and the government will jubilate that we are partnering with Microsoft or this or that. No, let them train our guys, for our guys to work. Let there be innovation center. Like they can go back to Computer Village and innovate that place. IBM can actually do something in Computer Village. IBM, we know them as a hardware company. Then they can actually do something in Computer Village, Lagos, and the other one at Ogunabai. where guys can develop microprocessors, where guys can you imagine common USB? We import it from China. What does it take to? I know at the time, thank God, we're trying to work something with NICDA. The association is trying to work something with NICDA in terms of our student, like 200 of our students, trying to build USB hubs. They're getting a partnership with a Chinese company to make these things work out.
Locally?
Yes, locally here in Nigeria. It's an agenda for us, for the association this year. We are trying at least not less than 200 students to get into building USB hardware. Let us start from somewhere. The China we know today started from somewhere, and they are building a lot of things. So I believe that these things can start.
So what are the other things that your association is doing to also help youths to see technology as the new oil or the new gold?
Like we encourage software innovations. Like in April last year, we were able to hold what we call National Software Summit. We are over 70 schools across Nigeria. We have over 70 schools and over 100 entry. You know, some schools came up with at least 2, some came up with 1, over 100 entry. And we partnered with the Institute of Software Practitioners of Nigeria to make sure that that thing held. And I bet you a lot of crazy applications were developed. But the question is, where will they take it up to? There is no ground for them to take it up. It's all dial. They have their documentation. It's working well. I think one guy was able to do something on Gym map and.
But wouldn't it be nice for your association to have a database of all these innovations that you can now push to, I don't know, maybe government or other institution?
We have, and by this year, we're also bringing up the ever first hacking conference and a national software competition here in Nigeria at Federal University of Technology.
Will that be ethical hacking or what kind of hacking?
For now, we are starting up with creating a network base where you don't know any address of the place. The only thing you need to identify the address, you need to buy the proxy, you need to get a particular file. We need it. We are starting from, we need to start from somewhere. Then by next year, we will also come up with something.
So will it be done remotely or to be done from the venue?
Because of lack of, let me say, resources, we are bringing every competitors from every school, those who to a particular place, having the server at a particular place secured. Then they need to intrude into it and get out the particular file we needed. We are looking at the fastest person to get what we want. And remember, you will not be caught. You won't be caught. That is if you are caught, you are gone. So because the point that cybersecurity is getting real.
Yes, it's a big deal.
That's why we are adopting it. Not only that, we're also bringing up a programming context, graphic. We're encouraging the graphic guys, the hardware guys in the company.
I think it's a good step in the right direction. For me, those winners that come up with great innovations, please let them get in touch with us so that we can see what they have come up with and what we can do with it. But I want to wish you all the best. Thank you for being on Tech Trends today. And wish you all the best. Now, you've heard the youth leader say something, and he was very emphatic, and he said that the government has to think of building innovation centers, if not in all the states, but at least in each geopolitical zone as a starting point. Well, that's a good point, and I think I totally agree with that. We'll be right back. On our Tech Clinic segment today, I have this first question from Chukwu via Facebook, and it says, can I monetize my mobile app? Well, yes, there are a number of ways to get this done. Number one, you can simply sell the app, but the most challenge is that most internet users are not willing to pay. They like it free, because we're all used to free version. So if you try and sell your app, that might work for you. Number two, you can actually sell an ad on your app. That means that people can actually come to your app and you show them ads. If they click on that ad, you get paid. And finally, you can partner with folks willing to make use of the data on your app. The long and short of it is that there is no shortcut when it comes to monetizing your mobile app. It's a lot of work, and you must go out there and do the hard work. This is where we end today's edition of the show. But as usual, the conversation continues online, so join us there. You can watch the entire show on the Channels TV YouTube account or via my blog, techsmart.ng. For Tech Trends, I am Chukwemeka Agbata.